Ladies and gentlemen, Seattle Seahawks rookie minicamp is here. You guys see it, Jalen Milroe, one of the Seahawks' favorite quarterbacks in this year's draft class. Maybe not number one, but John Snyder did say he was up there. Jalen Milroe, man, and this is the first look at him, right? We're going to see the first time he's throwing the ball, first time in the threads, right? Wearing that number 6. Let me know if you guys think that's a W or an L number here for Jalen Milroe. But in this video, what I wanted to do is show you a little bit of highlights. Now, before we dive into this, I do want to give a massive shout out and so much credit to all of the beat reporters over there in Seattle, because without them, these videos are not possible to make. So do me a favor real quick, if you want these highlights before I even post them, they're posted on X or Twitter by the beat reporters. So go follow them right now before you do anything else. But again, like I said, we're going to break down some of these highlights. We're going to show you how they're looking, right? We're going to break down everything. So make sure you guys stay tuned, hit the like button, and let's kind of dive in. Now, today we got to see a little bit of Gray Zable. Again, there's no like contact, there's no pads, they're not going up against anyone. It's all just individual reps. It's how they get off the line of scrimmage on run plays, how they're pulling on, outside zones or whatever it may be, right? Just seeing how they get off the line of scrimmage, and that's kind of all we got to see here today. And a big shout out to Mike Vorel on X or Twitter, whatever you guys want to call it. He posted some really good clips here and there. This is just one of Gray Zable, a guy that can play alongside the entirety of the offensive line, and some other UDFAs and guys that they brought in here as well, at least trying out for the team and getting a little bit of more tape out there, I guess you could say, for them going forward. Nice little clip there. Now here's another one, Jalen Milroe behind this offensive line, under center. Want to see him more under center. Let's get these snaps in now. Let's get the reps in. Nice job. Look at the hand tucked away as he goes to hand this thing off. We want to see the offhand always tucked in, right? Because when you talk about those backside, weak side backers looking from that direction, we don't want them to see anything. If that hand's up or out, right, it gives them a better opportunity to see that football in the backfield, right? So good job by him keeping that hand tucked in, making it hard for DBs or safeties or linebackers or defensive linemen to see what's going on back in that backfield. So again, they're just trying to teach him the basics here, right? Just getting installed. He's just getting started. And Jalen Milroe is a guy I really do like, man. All the athleticism in the world. If he can just get some of the accuracy things up a little bit, this guy could be a big-time player at the NFL level. So I'm definitely excited about that. And nice little small clip here. Now, is also another quarterback that they invited here to rookie minicamp, Will Rogers, right? This is a guy who's very interesting. Spent a lot of time at Washington and Mississippi State also. Was there as well. Same thing. Want to see that hand get there quicker. We're going to see him go for the handoff. Look how it's in, but it's not completely tucked in. Not a bad job. Need to get a little bit more tucked in. Emphasize it more. That's what they're going to tell you to do at the NFL level. But again, you're not throwing the ball here. They're literally just going through certain situations where you're going to hand the football off. They want to see how these offensive linemen get off the line of scrimmage, right? Again, nothing much to really say here, but keep going. Now, here's another one of Gray Zable at guard. Again, they like the way this dude moves, and they like his versatility. When you look at this offensive line, that was their biggest need, right? You got guys like Charles Cross and, Olu, and you got Christian Haynes, you got Abraham Lucas, but Gray Zable can fit into multiple different positions for this offensive line, and I think that's something that he wants to continue to showcase to them each and every single day. Behind that, you got Josh Jones, who they brought over from, I believe, Baltimore. You have Anthony Bradford, a former 4th-round pick from 2023, I believe. And then you got some other guys as well. But this is a guy that is going to be a day one starter for them. And I would be completely surprised if he's not, okay? He's a versatile monster, a beast of a human being, and again, they loved him in the first round, so great pickup for them there. Now, before we get any further, there's still a lot more things that I want to show you from today's practice. And again, don't expect too much. It is just rookie minicamp. They're just installing, kind of getting these guys familiar with the playbook and each other and the coaches. But before we dive any further, make sure you guys hit that like button. If we get over 500 likes on this video, we will be dropping non-stop Seattle Seahawks rookie minicamp, OTAs, mandatory minicamp, and we're going to be covering training camp as well. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And with that being said, let's kind of dive into some more practice highlights from today. All right, another play here for Jalen Milroe. I mean, you can tell, no offensive lineman. He is literally just going through a drop back, right? Looks like maybe a 5-step drop, plant, throw, right? 5-step, no hitch. We just want a 5-step plant. That's all they're doing here. Drop, boom, throw the ball. Love it. I mean, you're not seeing much here, okay? I'm hoping you guys are sitting here like, all right, what is this? I mean, it's just basics, okay? I want to show you a little bit of what to expect, I guess you could say, or show you a little bit of what they're doing. And it's not game changing by any means. Who's he throwing to there? That's 17. Let me see if I can figure out. 17 looks like John Rise Plumlee. Interesting player for them. I thought he used to be a quarterback, and that might still be correct. Let me know if I'm wrong about that down below. All right, a little bit more here from Jalen Milroe and Will Rogers as the quarterbacks of this team. They're going to be expected to do a lot here in rookie minicamp because these are the only 2 quarterbacks on roster. So right now we see a little bit of Will Rogers standing around, a little bit of some of the wide receivers throwing to each other, Will Rogers, and you see Jalen Milroe all the way to your left here, right here, dropping back, looking, throwing. Again, there's no one really moving. I think this is just another angle of that last clip. Now, guys, that's pretty much it. There's not much to show here for day 1, but at least we get the first look of Jalen Milroe and some of these guys here in their uniforms on day 1. Again, just rookie minicamp. There's no hitting. Oh, we see Ricky White there. We probably see a little bit of Torrey Horton, the 5th-round pick, wide receiver. You got, Mason Richmond. You got Gray Zable. We saw a little bit. Elijah Arroyo probably out there today. But again, it's very minimal. Very minimal in terms of work. Damian Martinez, hopefully he's out there. But these guys have a lot to prove right now. I mean, I know there's not a lot that you can prove. They got to come out here. They got to work. They got to get better. They got to deep dive into the playbook. Right now, for a rookie, this is the most important time for you, right? You got to make sure that you show the coaches that not only are you locked in, but you're ready to go. You're ready to fight. You're ready to earn a spot on this football team. And when I look at this Seattle Seahawks depth chart right now, I'm just super excited, right? Not only do you have Sam Darnold coming in, replacing Geno Smith, but you have a new offense, right? Cooper Kupp, MVS, Jackson Smith-Njigba with Torrey Horton and Ricky White III at wide receiver. Jake Bobo still here as well. You add Gray Zable to this offensive line, desperately needing him. Elijah Arroyo, a 2nd-round rookie, tight end. Maybe give you starter potential as an outside weapon that can line up all over the football field, right? Nice little kind of gadget guy as a tight end. You add Jalen Milroe. You have Will Rogers here. Offensively, this team looks good. Defensively, they only added 2 guys that I really, really liked during the draft, and Nick Emanwari, who I think is going to be, Legion of Boom type of player for this defense that can come down and make big-time hits. And then you add Riley Mills as well in the 5th round, more of a defensive tackle. More of a 3 technique type of guy alongside Jerron Reed and Byron Murphy, the 1st-round pick of last year. You add DeMarcus Lawrence, who I'm excited about for mandatory minicamp. He'll dive in here. But overall, I am excited about where this team is headed, and Jalen Milroe as a prospect excites me a ton. So let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.